Tonight, Christina Carswell hosts an all-new episode of The Lounge. The following program may contain mature material some viewers may not find suitable. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's The Lounge with Christina Carswell, featuring Reggae Rika and The Lounge Band. On tonight's show, Alex from the channel Swaft, Sarah from the channel Lyra Kylarin, and Sean, the crazy gaming fanatic. And now, your host, Christina Carswell.
Welcome to The Lounge on TOONDISE. I'm your host, Christina Carswell. Joining me today, as always, from the ever-popular YouTube channel, Swaft.
Yeah, Axel. Applause.
Yay! And from the YouTube channel,
Lyra Kylarin. I'm Sarah.
and we have our also awesome gaming enthusiast, Sean.
What's up, everybody?
Okay, so today, very special. We got a special year coming up. It's the Pokémon 20th anniversary.
You're so old.
My enthusiasm at this point of 20 years of Pokemon has been like yeah, I remember Pokemon, but do I really care about it anymore?
Does that kind of make us like the old man that kind of trains Ash in the first city?
Yes,
It does.
Kinda, but at the same time, I'm more of like, I'm more of the equivalent of that one random season where he had, of the anime, where he had like, Max follow him around, and like Max's older brother or that photography guy.
Oh boy.
I'm that guy. I'm like, yeah, I care about Pokemon. It's fun, but like, I'm not spending hours and hours training them.
Why would you do that kind of thing when you have, R32 to go look at?
Don't mind me, I'm just pressing X right now.
I'm. That's actually the photography guy. I think he first showed up in Pokemon Snap, actually before the anime.
Well,
I think so.
they're two different guys.
Are they?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, like he shows up in the anime, I think, after the game came out. But there's a second one in another gen. I think. I could be wrong. Again, it's been over 15 years since I really cared about Pokemon.
Well, I remember going to the corner store, seeing a comic book for Pocket Monsters, and then the game started coming out.
Yeah. My first experience was, I didn't even hear about Pokemon at first until my parents bought me and my brother a Game Boy Color along with Pokemon Blue. Like none of us in my family knew what Pokemon was until me and my brother started playing this game, and then we sort of quickly realized what Pokemon was, and we sort of were like, okay, we have
the
three
TV
choices.
show was out at that point.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I started watching the TV show after the game. I'm pretty sure.
Like they kind of coincide.
We all have
with each
Google.
other.
Yeah.
We didn't have Google back then.
Came out, whether it came out before the series came out or if it was the video game, I can't remember anymore.
Well, like it technically came out as a game in Japan in 95.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Or 96. 95, 96, I think is when it came out.
96.
But I remember being able to get through most of the game without really reading all that much because I was a kid and reading was for losers.
Right through the chest. Oh.
Whoa.
But
Went all digital there for a second.
it's okay. He went back into the Digiverse.
Wow.
Oh God, I remember.
Wrong
Digimon.
series.
Back to the Matrix here.
Wrong series.
But no, like as a little kid, like I knew what to do because I watched the TV show and the blue and red kind of followed the progression of the TV show at that point.
Actually, I think Digimon has their 20th anniversary as well this year.
Well, they kind of came out around the same time, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Digital monsters.
Says the digital man.
What's going on with his audio there?
I don't know. Oh, sorry.
Was it getting a little sparkly?
Actually, holy shit, yeah. The original run of the anime was in 97.
For Pokemon?
for Pokemon, but we didn't see the American, well, I guess the North American version of Pokemon until '98.
Yeah, it came out a year after.
I remember the Pokemon cards.
Yes,
Yeah.
I still have a huge
I remember
stockpile of them.
But the Pokemon cards came out, 99, 2000? They came out after Silver did.
No.
Pokemon cards? No.
They
The
came
game
out
was
around the
first
same time
published in
as-
North America by Wizards of the Coast in '99. Suck it! I can
Really?
Google. Yeah, '99 was the original.
TCG?
No, that can't be right because I remember being at my first elementary school when those came out, and that was in
So-
98, 97.
Okay, so
The red and blue for North America was released in 97. It was a year after they released in Japan.
and 98 was Gold and Silver.
Yeah, it was a year after.
But here's
So-
the thing.
Really?
When was the anime
the
series?
North American version of the trading card game came out in '98.
Yeah, 98.
The Japanese
That makes
version
sense.
existed in '96, but again, this is talking about the late '90s, where, face it, as all of us pretty much in like our, between the ages of, in '98 I was,
Yeah, so
I was 10.
Came out around
I was
2000.
8.
in North America, the game and the TV show started the same year. The TV show started in April of 97.
Yeah.
So basically what I was saying, the TV show was running at the same time as the first game was released, and then a year later was Silver and whatever. It was also the Pokemon cards started coming out just before Silver was released.
There are 19 fucking movies.
Yeah, there's a
My
ton.
God.
I saw a couple when they went to theaters. Now they don't go to theaters, I don't think.
For good
Yeah,
reason.
I remember seeing the first movie.
Yeah, and
That was either the
first
first
movie to
movie
make
or the
me
movie
cry.
2000 or the movie 2000, like Pokemon 2000. I think that one I remember seeing in theaters.
I think
The
Pokemon
first
2000 had Entei.
What?
Entei?
What?
Entei, the dog
I heard
legendary.
hentai.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah,
what?
I heard
And-
hentai
no,
as well.
hentai.
I'm like, what were your parents showing you?
Yeah,
No.
Entei.
Oh, Entei. Yeah, Entei.
Entei
Yeah.
Entei.
Entei.
2000, yeah.
and
Hard my pronunciation.
no,
Entei. The H is silent.
it didn't. It was
I'm just thinking of a giant tentacle monster.
Oh, please
They're
don't.
cruel.
Pokemon 2000 was about Lugia and Ho-Oh because
Oh.
they were the legendaries in Gold and Silver.
I
Yeah,
always question
Entei
those
was the
names.
third movie, I think, because
Yeah,
the legendary birds
was
came
the
out
third
first.
one. Yeah,
Yeah,
Entei
see,
was
I-
the third one.
I largely kind of question those names because, one of them sounds like a loogie. And the other one kind of sounds like the name you give to a stripper on the corner. But
That Ho over there.
She'll grant all your wishes.
oh, your wishes
Oh.
come true in fiery death.
Yeah, that first Pokemon movie was the first movie ever to make me cry.
Yeah,
And
the
that whole-
part with Pikachu and Ash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you anything if I watched it even now.
As
I'd
someone-
Oh,
still
you'll cry. You'll cry, I bet.
As someone who was more of a fan of in the original Pokemon, as much of an asshole as he was, I loved Gary. And I was like, man, why can't I be Gary and just antagonize the main character? Pokemon,
terrible.
Nintendo, get on that shit. Make a game where you're the asshole.
Well, that was the original one for Game Boy, no?
What?
No, you
Wasn't
were
there a
next-
Pokemon for... No. Game Boy Color is the first. But Red and Blue.
No,
Yeah,
in Red and
Blue,
Blue,
you
Gary
were-
was the rival.
Red or
You
Blue.
played as
No, you played as Red or Blue.
Yeah.
It wasn't Ash or Gary.
Well, no, you were stuck in Ash. You
Yeah.
you could pick his name,
Yeah.
and then when you got to Professor Oak's lab, he's like, "Oh, this is my grandson, Buttface," because any 8-year-old kid didn't want to fucking name him Gary. They're like, "No, this guy's Dick Butt," or Ass Face.
Well, Red and Blue come from the book Pocket Monsters.
Yeah.
Everything comes from that. because
not
everything's
absolutely everything.
well,
but
no,
yeah.
like the origins stem from the fact that like the two creators originally had a magazine, and then they had an idea for a game, and then they're just like, oh, let's make a game. And then the guy was like, well, I like collecting bugs. Why don't we make it a game about collecting things? And then they just had all these crazy designs for monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's this game that was like, because like Nintendo has never owned Pokemon. Nintendo owns the publishing rights. I think
but that's
Nintendo
it.
might own Game Freak now, but Game Freak itself was a magazine in Japan that was run by a few people, and then they got the idea to make a game, and then the rest is kind of history.
Yeah.
So
Long, glorious history. Like, God, there have been so many bad.
Like, how many Pokemon are out now?
750 something now.
It's way too fucking
And then
much.
when
God.
Sun and Moon comes out, spoilers alert, there's going to be like 900 because they have to throw on another 150 on there.
Oh
The point that
my.
they all just kind of start turning into Ditto, because I'm pretty sure they're just going to run out of like ideas and just it's going to be an amorphous blob. Maybe that's
Yeah,
what
they're at 718.
Or 18, okay. Yeah. That makes sense. The fact that there's never exactly 150 every generation. There's like 152 or 151, right? So
Yeah.
This is counting, or this is not counting the Mega Evolutions.
okay, so it's like 750 with the Mega Evolutions.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
I've kind of
pretty
fallen
sweet.
out of the loop here. What the hell is a Mega Evolution?
Okay,
That
so
sounds
in
like
X and
something
Y,
out of
in X and Y, like the new version that came out, I'm gonna ramble on about Pokemon, and yet I don't really care about Pokemon. This is how much I know about this fucking thing.
Shut.
Alex, you know how in Digimon they would like digivolve and then return back to their original state?
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
That's essentially what Mega Evolution is.
It's a
in
temporary
Pokemon.
evolution. Except the only one that anyone ever cares about in the video game was Mega Gengar, because he was broken as fuck.
So I'm just looking at
There's
this.
always that one broken one though.
Well,
Doesn't that kind of like
he got banned
perverse
in,
the
like,
Pokemon universe though?
tournament.
Just this like, I understand it's a branch off with a bit of a twist, going, hey, instead of making evolution permanent, let's try to make it temporary. Oh,
No, this
Digimon.
is
You have
after
to
their
meet.
final
You have to meet
evolution.
certain requirements within the battle to Mega Evolve.
Hmm.
And then it only lasts, I think it either lasts until the end of the battle or it lasts like X number of turns.
I think it's till the end of the battle, but I could be
Sometimes I X and Y is where I kind of got lost, because X and Y was the one game I have successfully done a blind Nuzlocke challenge of.
wrong.
And if you don't know what the Nuzlocke challenge is, it's basically you have to catch a Pokemon in each new area. You have to catch the first Pokemon you see. If a Pokemon faints in battle, you have to then release it.
Oh,
It's permadeath.
That's
It's
right.
permanent. Yeah, and you have to give a name to all your Pokemon, and there's a bunch of other little things, but it's basically like your party is like designated by who you battle, and they're like, I successfully got through that because the fairy type was retardedly broken, and I just made a team of fairies and a couple other just defense walls, and I just
Is this
rolled
where Dedenne was useful?
Dedenne was
Dedenne?
Dedenne was extremely useful, and that motherfucker is still in my party. But basically, the Elite Four is where. Oh, and correction. Here's the biggest caveat of the Nuzlocke challenge: if your entire party faints and you white out, you have to restart the whole game.
Damn.
So, I spent.
Ow.
I think I beat it. I beat it with 4 restarts. I think I died at like the 7th gym leader.
Oh,
I
that
died
sucks.
at the 8th gym leader, and I died at the Elite Four twice.
Oh, jeez.
So, like, and here's, as I'm playing this, like, 25-year-old college student. I'm sitting there like in class and I died and I was trying so hard not to rage because I died at the Elite Four, like the second to last one, and I'm like, oh my god damn it. Or whatever the Elite Four equivalent is in the new ones.
Well, you are a college student, so you got nothing better to do with your time.
Oh.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Sorry to send that jab at you.
no, it's fine.
I think we all went to college.
While I'm all sitting there like playing fucking Pokemon, there's like a 40-year-old also playing Pokemon beside me in class, and him and I were part of like the little group at our college who was like, they had a league going for Pokemon battles.
Yeah.
And I would sit there and like in the room, like while they were playing the tournaments, going like, guys, I'm just nuzlocking this. And like people would just like look at me like, you're a sadist. You're like a masochist. And I'm just like, and then I beat it. I fully beat the Nuzlocke challenge on X and Y. And I was like, all right, I'm done with the game. I don't care about it anymore.
The one thing that like got me,
I think I caught a total of like 50 out of the 600 that are available.
Yeah, you don't need that many. But like the one thing that got me into X and Y, I haven't even bought it, but like I like played like my friends' games, was just the trading. Where like you catch and you mystery trade.
Oh yeah.
That was the one thing that like got me, was like I would just sit there like steal my friend's game and just go catch like random Pokemon and then like mystery trade them.
Oh jeez, they kind of introduced that back with I think it was the Game Boy Color. I think that was there with the Silver and Gold. So they had I can't remember the name of the tech, but it was that red thing there, the red link or whatever it was. Yeah.
The link cable?
Well, the link
It
cable
wasn't the same as what X and Y have.
No, because that one, what you're doing was you just like you connected and you got like a random aesthetical gift for your room or something of the sort. That was the mystery gift from there.
I think that was I could be wrong. I think that was actually Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah.
That was the Game Boy Advance version.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
That's
probably
something
Game Boy
different.
Advance that brought the whole adventuring rooms thing to the Pokemon series, I believe.
I totally know this because I used to do this with my brother because he had, I think, gold, I had silver, and we fucking had Game Boy Colors.
No, there was mystery gifts, but it's not the same as the mystery trades.
Oh, yeah.
Like you literally trade Pokemon in X and Y, whereas like with the silver and the gold or whatever, like the mystery gifts, so like you'd get it like once a day or whatever. I believe.
I totally screwed this up. I went to go search Pokemon Silver on Wikipedia and realized I just typed in silver. So I'm learning about minerals now.
Oh no, you're falling down the Wikipedia hole. Don't I'll never get them back.
So in X and Y, they literally introduced a mechanic where you just trade for a random Pokemon that you don't know what you're getting. Is that correct?
Well, basically, yeah. So what you do is you go catch a random Pokemon, and then you go to like the mystery trade or whatever, and then you just send it into the Nexus, and someone else is doing the exact same thing. Is they just take a random Pokemon or whatever, or someone that they like, and they just send it into the Nexus to never return.
Yeah. And it just gets randomly delivered to whoever.
Well, you see who you're trading with. Like their account will like pop up with their name or whatever, and you'll see what's being traded as it gets traded. That's how some people got shinies.
Really?
Some people just had like extra shinies and they just sent them like, here you go, have a gift.
Wow.
Whereas I'm going around catching like level 5 Rattatas.
What is your Rattata in the top 1% of all Rattata?
No, we're not. So I think that's our time for today. So be sure to follow us on all social media at TOONDISE on Facebook and with the hashtag ToonLounge on Twitter. We also have a Patreon, so if you're a fan of TOONDISE, make sure to support us on Patreon at patreon.com/ToonDice. So on behalf of Axel, Sean, and Sarah, I'm Christina Carswell.
Bye.
And thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on the lounge.